Welcome to our exploration of biopsychology research techniques. Biopsychology, also known as behavioral neuroscience, is a fascinating field that investigates how our brain and nervous system influence behavior, thoughts, and emotions. Researchers in this area use a variety of scientific methods to uncover the mysteries of the mind and body connection. In this video, we'll journey through the essential techniques that help scientists understand the biological basis of behavior. Whether you're a student, enthusiast, or just curious about how science studies the brain, you're in the right place. Let's dive in and discover the powerful tools that drive breakthroughs in biopsychology. The heart of all biopsychology research lies the scientific method. This systematic approach allows researchers to form hypotheses, design experiments, collect data, and draw conclusions. By following these steps, scientists ensure their findings are reliable and can be replicated by others. The scientific method is the backbone of all research, providing a structured way to investigate complex questions about the brain and behavior. It helps minimize bias and ensures that results are based on evidence rather than assumptions. As we move forward, keep in mind how this method underpins every technique we'll discuss. Experimental studies are a cornerstone of biopsychology research. In these studies, researchers manipulate one or more variables to observe the effects on behavior or brain function. For example, scientists might administer a drug to see how it affects memory or mood. By controlling variables and using random assignment, experimental studies can establish cause and effect relationships. This method is powerful because it allows researchers to test specific hypotheses under controlled conditions, providing clear insights into how biological processes influence behavior. Not all research can be experimental. Sometimes, biopsychologists use correlational studies to examine relationships between variables without manipulating them. For instance, they might look at the relationship between stress levels and brain activity. While correlational studies can't prove causation, they're valuable for identifying patterns and associations that can guide future research. These studies often use surveys, brain scans, or observational data to uncover connections between biological and behavioral factors. Case studies provide in-depth analysis of individuals or small groups, often focusing on rare or unique conditions. In biopsychology, famous case studies like that of Phineas Gage have offered invaluable insights into how specific brain injuries affect behavior and personality. While case studies can't be generalized to everyone, they allow researchers to explore complex phenomena in detail and generate hypotheses for larger studies. These stories often highlight the intricate connections between brain structures and behavior. Naturalistic observation involves watching subjects in their natural environments without interference. This technique is especially useful for studying behaviors that might change if observed in a lab. For example, researchers might observe animals in the wild or people in everyday settings. By minimizing artificial influences, naturalistic observation provides authentic insights into how biological factors play out in real life. It's a valuable tool for gathering data on spontaneous behaviors and social interactions. Longitudinal studies track the same individuals over extended periods, sometimes years or even decades. In biopsychology, these studies help researchers understand how brain and behavior change over time. For example, scientists might follow children as they grow to see how early experiences affect brain development. Longitudinal research is powerful for revealing patterns and long-term effects, but it requires patience and careful planning. The insights gained are crucial for understanding development, aging, and the progression of neurological conditions. Cross-sectional studies compare different groups at a single point in time. In biopsychology, this might involve comparing brain activity in young adults versus older adults. This approach is faster than longitudinal studies and can highlight differences between age groups, populations, or conditions. While it can't show changes over time, cross-sectional research is useful for identifying trends and generating hypotheses about how biological factors vary across groups. Win and adoption studies are classic methods for disentangling the effects of genetics and environment on behavior. By comparing identical twins, fraternal twins, and adopted children, researchers can estimate the heritability of traits like intelligence or mental health conditions. These studies have been instrumental in showing how both nature and nurture shape who we are. The findings help clarify the complex interplay between genes and environment in biopsychology. Lesion studies involve examining the effects of brain damage on behavior. By studying individuals or animals with specific brain injuries, researchers can infer the functions of different brain regions. For example, damage to Broca's area often results in speech difficulties, highlighting its role in language. While lesion studies can't always be ethically conducted, accidental injuries in animal research have provided crucial insights into brain-behavior relationships. Electroencephalography, or EEG, is a non-invasive technique that measures electrical activity in the brain using electrodes placed on the scalp. EEG is especially useful for studying brain waves during sleep, attention, and various mental states. It provides excellent temporal resolution, allowing researchers to track rapid changes in brain activity. Although it doesn't pinpoint exact brain locations, EEG is invaluable for understanding the timing of neural processes. Magnetic resonance imaging, or MRI, uses powerful magnets and radio waves to create detailed images of the brain structure. This non-invasive technique allows researchers to see inside the brain without surgery. MRI is widely used to study brain anatomy, detect abnormalities, and compare brain structures across individuals. Its high spatial resolution makes it a gold standard for mapping the brain's physical features. Functional MRI, or fMRI, builds on MRI technology to measure brain activity by detecting changes in blood flow. When a brain region is active, it uses more oxygen, which fMRI can detect. This technique allows researchers to see which parts of the brain are involved in specific tasks like reading or problem solving. fMRI is a powerful tool for linking brain function to behavior, offering both spatial and temporal information. Positron emission tomography, or PET, involves injecting a small amount of radioactive tracer into the bloodstream. This tracer highlights areas of the brain that are more active, allowing researchers to study brain metabolism and function. PET scans are especially useful for investigating disorders like Alzheimer's disease, as they can reveal changes in brain activity and chemistry. While PET is more invasive than MRI or EEG, it provides unique insights into brain function. Single-cell recording is a technique used mainly in animal research, where tiny electrodes are inserted into the brain to measure the activity of individual neurons. This method provides incredibly detailed information about how specific cells respond to stimuli. While it's invasive and rarely used in humans, single-cell recording has been crucial for understanding the neural basis of perception, movement, and learning. Transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS, uses magnetic fields to temporarily disrupt or stimulate brain activity. By placing a coil near the scalp, researchers can target specific brain regions and observe the effects on behavior. TMS is non-invasive and reversible, making it a valuable tool for studying brain function and even treating some mental health conditions. It helps scientists explore the causal role of different brain areas in cognition and emotion. Pharmacological studies involve administering drugs or chemicals to observe their effects on brain function and behavior. By using substances that enhance or block specific neurotransmitters, researchers can learn how these chemicals influence mood, cognition, and actions. Pharmacological research is essential for developing new treatments for mental health and neurological disorders, as well as for understanding the biological mechanisms underlying behavior. Genetic techniques are increasingly important in biopsychology. By analyzing DNA, researchers can identify genes linked to behavior, mental health, and brain function. Techniques like genome-wide association studies, GWAS, and gene editing tools such as CRISPR allow scientists to explore how genetic variations contribute to individual differences. These methods are revolutionizing our understanding of the biological roots of behavior and disease. Animal models play a vital role in biopsychology research. By studying animals like mice, rats, or monkeys, scientists can investigate brain function and behavior in ways not possible with humans. Animal research allows for controlled experiments, genetic manipulation, and invasive techniques that provide deep insights into the nervous system. Ethical considerations are always important, but animal models have led to many breakthroughs in understanding the brain. Behavioral testing involves observing and measuring how subjects respond to various tasks or stimuli. In biopsychology, these tests might assess memory, learning, anxiety, or motor skills. By linking behavioral outcomes to brain activity or structure, researchers can better understand the biological basis of different behaviors. Behavioral testing is often combined with other techniques, such as brain imaging or pharmacological studies, for a comprehensive approach. Self-report methods and surveys are commonly used to gather information about thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Participants answer questions about their experiences, which can then be correlated with biological measures like brain scans or hormone levels. While self-reports rely on honesty and self-awareness, they provide valuable data that complements objective measurements. Surveys are especially useful for large-scale studies and for exploring subjective aspects of behavior. Meta-analysis is a statistical technique that combines results from multiple studies to identify overall trends and draw stronger conclusions. In biopsychology, meta-analyses help clarify inconsistent findings and provide a broader perspective on complex issues. By pooling data, researchers can increase statistical power and uncover patterns that individual studies might miss. This approach is essential for building a solid evidence base in the field. Ethical considerations are central to all biopsychology research. Researchers must ensure the safety and well-being of participants, whether human or animal. This includes obtaining informed consent, minimizing harm, and maintaining confidentiality. Ethical guidelines are enforced by review boards and professional organizations, ensuring that research is conducted responsibly. By upholding high ethical standards, scientists protect participants and maintain public trust in their work. Data analysis is a crucial step in biopsychology research. Researchers use statistical methods to interpret results, test hypotheses, and determine the significance of their findings. Advanced techniques like machine learning and big data analytics are increasingly used to handle complex datasets. Proper data analysis ensures that conclusions are valid and that research contributes meaningfully to our understanding of the brain and behavior. Application is the process of repeating studies to verify results. In biopsychology, replication ensures that findings are reliable and not just due to chance. Reliable research builds a strong foundation for scientific knowledge and helps avoid false conclusions. The field is increasingly focused on transparency and open science practices, encouraging researchers to share data and methods for greater reproducibility. Technological advances are constantly shaping biopsychology research. New tools and methods, such as advanced brain imaging, wearable sensors, and artificial intelligence, are expanding what scientists can study. These innovations allow for more precise measurements, real-time data collection, and deeper insights into brain function. Staying up to date with technology is essential for researchers aiming to push the boundaries of knowledge. Biopsychology often overlaps with fields like genetics, pharmacology, computer science, and psychology. Interdisciplinary approaches bring together diverse expertise to tackle complex questions about the brain and behavior. By collaborating across disciplines, researchers can develop more comprehensive models and innovative solutions. This teamwork is key to advancing our understanding of the mind and its biological foundation. Every research technique has its limitations and challenges. For example, some methods may lack precision, be invasive, or have ethical constraints. Others might be expensive or difficult to implement. Recognizing these limitations helps researchers design better studies and interpret results more accurately. By addressing challenges, the field of biopsychology continues to evolve and improve its methods. The future of biopsychology research is bright, with new techniques and discoveries on the horizon. Advances in genetics, brain imaging, and computational modeling promise to deepen our understanding of the brain and behavior. Researchers are also exploring personalized medicine and interventions tailored to individual biology. As technology and knowledge grow, biopsychology will continue to unlock the secrets of the mind. Summary: biopsychology research relies on a diverse toolkit of techniques, from experimental studies in brain imaging to genetic analysis and behavioral testing. Each method offers unique strengths and insights, contributing to a richer understanding of how biology shapes behavior. By combining these approaches, researchers can tackle complex questions and make meaningful discoveries. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the techniques of biopsychology research. Stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of the brain.